Blitz!
This is the Blitz post-game edition. He's Pat Flynn. I'm Travis Downey. Get you guys kind of recap Friday night. Pretty good Friday night.
Yeah.
Friday night in the books. Week 7, over the halfway point. We'll start with Rocky Bayou. They lost, again, 0-7 now. I think they had almost 200 yards of total offense.
189.
Not a bad night offensively for them, but they fell to Port St. Joe 28-0. Walton, we mentioned how they were going up against Pensacola Catholic, a team with a quarterback that can really sling it.
Yeah.
And he slung it. 76-34. Pensacola Catholic with a big win.
Yeah, that's selling a basketball sport. I saw for them, Simon Smiley had 223 yards rushing as well for 4 touchdowns. And then for Walton, though, Trey Williams had 4 touchdowns running for 119 yards on 13 carries.
I think, we double check, maybe a season high point output for Walton.
I'm pretty sure it was because I remember they were averaging under 8 points a game.
Okay.
So
well, then that is.
Yeah.
So, Walton, the offense came up, but the defense got some work to do.
Yeah,
so Walton, they're winless as well. South Walton, they had a brief lead for a time. Second half got away from them. Graceville with a 2014 win.
Yeah, they had one through the third quarter because I kept getting quarterly updates, and it was good news, good news, good news. I was like, they're going to get it. And then got that tough last call. They gave it up in the fourth quarter, man.
Defensively, though, South Walton appeared to play a much better game.
Humbles.
So that's good for the Seahawks moving forward.
Yeah.
So hopefully they can build on that. Baker, that tough overtime loss a week ago to Freeport. They bounced back pretty big.
Yeah, they did. We kind of figured they would, though.
Yeah.
And they seemed to do that. 35-13. Nice little win at Sneeze. Sneeze is a pretty good football team. It appeared from the record, who they played and whatnot. But they took care of business.
And to go on the road, too. It's always impressive to get a big road win. Speaking of road wins, Central, a good team from Alabama, they came into Niceville and came away with a 27-19 win. We kind of talked about this going in.
Yeah.
That Central, they had a lot of D1 players. The quarterback, Jonathan Wallace, ran for well over 100 yards, had 2 touchdowns, threw for 134 yards. Did his best Cam Newton impression in the first half. I think Central had 243 yards of offense in the first half alone, and then Wallace had 233 of those yards.
Yeah, I was laughing. I saw you tweeted that out. I was laughing. I was like, oh my gosh. But it's Bama boys, man. They love their Cam Newton.
The 54-yard run where he broke like 6 or 7 tackles was just ridiculous. So a big win for Central. Niceville falls to 4-3. They're going to Fort Walton Beach next week. I'll tell you what, you take away the first half, I know you would, could, should have. Niceville's defense played a lot better than I think some of these stats would indicate. In the second half, Wallace found the sledding much more tough of a go. So it'll be interesting to see that. That Niceville defense looked pretty good.
They usually are pretty good, especially I think it's a testament to their coaching staff because, against Navarre, they struggled in the first half and then locked it down in the second half. So I think they really make adjustments well. They really do. That's something they do very well, and the kids execute them really well when they make those adjustments on the go. So.
And they won't see another kid like Wallace this season.
I doubt it. He sounded pretty special.
He's good. And that brings us to the game of the week. Lived up to its advanced billing. Choctawhatchee on the road at Crestview. And Choctaw gets a big district win. The final was 20-14. So they're now 2-1, 2-6A.
Yeah, great win for Choctaw. Crestview's proven to be a pretty tough place to play. And to go out there, and they kind of led most of the way. They did it. I know they had a defensive touchdown. Cedric Bridgewater picked up a fumble and just rumbled to the end zone. He's a nice little linebacker for them. But consistent play for Choctaw over the course of the night, it sounded like. And
now you look at the district standings. You have Choctawhatchee and Niceville both 2-1, but Niceville, by virtue of their head-to-head win, 14-13. So they're sitting in the driver's seat right now. They're going to Fort Walton Beach, who's 0-2, and I'm sure would love nothing more than to play spoiler and also get themselves right back in this race. This District 2 6A race, we've talked about it. It's going to be a lot of fun to watch going down the wire.
Definitely. I talked to Devin Borders last week, and I was just like, what's every night? It seems like there's just like this gauntlet, and he's just said, he's like, it's fun. That's the way he described it. He's like, every night means something, and it's a lot more fun. So they're enjoying it. We're enjoying it.
Yeah, it's only going to get better from here on out.
Yeah, I know.
Appreciate you guys stopping by to check out the Blitz post game. Be sure to check back next week as we get you guys set for another week of Friday Night Football.